Okay, so I had to take a sort of a leave of absence from this piece of crap because after reading about 40 odd chapters of it in one night, I sort of sank into a spiral of depression and mental breakdown. But it's like a year later now or something, and I've just been released from rehab, and I think I'm sort of just about ready to read the last few hundred words. I'm kind of regretting it already, but can't leave any job undone. However, in the last couple of months, I have started a podcast with a couple of other guys. So if you're one of the like two people who've listened to this and liked it, you can sort of find more of this usual just complete shit. There's a podcast called Think Stuff. You can find it at www.thinkstuffpodcast.com originally. And so I guess we'll just pick up at the same sentence as we left off at all those wonderful months ago, which I have here. The website I was actually reading this from has gone down, which you will notice because the link in all of the video descriptions is now invalid, which is a pain in the ass. So I guess I will correct them at some point. And the one I'm reading from here is a little bit rubbish, but I'll see if I can find a better one. Okay, so moving on with the freak show. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with depressing black stripes, white and black stripped tights, and red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god, Draco. How did Snape get back here? I thought he was in Azkaban, I asked sadly. Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student, Trelawney said reassuringly. That bitch? Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep. Yeah, this is all coming, like, swimming back to me now. Yes, they are on the loose at this school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their con man room. It's a room full of con men, Trelawney said worriedly. It's not really a word, but okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snape? I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, she said. Oh my god, that's terrible, I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. Then I said, listen everyone, I have something important to do. In here, everyone stay. Just turn it to Yoda. With that, I ran out. Good luck, Ebony, everyone cried. I ran sexily down the stairs into the great hall while the portraits around me looked at me sacredly. The fuck? There was hardly anyone in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. It's probably because there's you there. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a sluttish pink shirt with flowers on it. A blue jean skirt, Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. I think she's trying to make out that she's a prep. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps, Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. She looked like a pentagram of them. You're a fucking bitch, I shouted angrily. No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort will, totally kill you, she laughed. Hey, Crucio, I shouted, selectively pontificating my black... What the fuck? I shouted, selectively pontificating my black wand. And she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically. It's like sadistically, but you're a sod. So, no, help me, please, Brittany screamed, terrified. I put my middle finger up at her. She didn't pontificate it up at you, you stupid woman. In her hand I saw the video camera Snape and Lupin had asked to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig. Oh, this just got a lot stranger. No, okay. Then I continued to run down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Potter. Oh my god, I yelled. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. Yeah. He was wearing a black leather Jackson leather pants, a Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Congress shoes. You heard it here first. Vampire Potter is a member of Congress. Excellent. Oh, most excellent. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Did you hear their song, The River, It Rocks? Okay, that's a note from her, so, you know, yeah, whatever. I was so worried you died, moaned Vampire. I know, but I'm a vampire. Oh, holy shit. When I woke up, I was back in 1980, so I brought Voldemort from when he was young with me. Where's Draco, I asked. Hang on, what? Okay, so this is like a whole new line of dialogue from the same person. Where's Draco, I asked, spuriously. This girl, like, I swear she just opens up a page on the dictionary, just randomly jabs her finger at it, and then just writes whatever fucking word it lands on. Jesus Christ. Draco, you mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snarled with anger in his sexy voice. I know, but we have to find him, I said, smarty. Wow. I'll do it again. I'll do it then, Harry said nastily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then the Dark Mark appeared. Oh my fucking Satan, Harry shouted. I think Voldemort has arrived, I said anxiously. Oh shit, Sherlock. Shit's about to get real. Fuck, I have to find Draco. I guess we should separate. Okay, Vampire said, disappearing. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall. It's pretty sad. Chapter 42. Get in. Author's note. I think after this, I will have about two or three more chapters. Thanks to all my reviewers, not the flamers. If you flamed this story, then you suck. If you flame, then fuck you. Yeah, better than mine, guys. I walked sexily into the Great Hall. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in the deadly room in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but I felt sorry for him. It's a pretty good range of emotion there. He looked just like Gerard Way, with his red eyes and pale white face. Draco, are you okay? I'm going to assume he's not, because he's just slit his wrists. I'm not okay, he screamed, depressed. I thought of the MCR song, and I got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette, and he started to smoke it. Cool. Oh, Draco, why did you do that? What? Oh, Draco, why did you do it with that fucking bastard Snape? I asked tearfully. Draco began to say, but then suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris Mr. Norris apparated into the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad we're free, said Lupin. Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students. Mr. Norris agreed. Being a teacher would be great if it wasn't for the students. I'm pretty sure Mr. Norris is the cleaner. I mean, well, no, Mr. Norris is supposed to be Mrs. Norris, who is the cleaner's cat. And this is just so messed up. Pop Adulum, I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at them. No, Lupin shouted as the chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depression in my voice. You have to tell us where Voldemort is, or I'm going to torture you. I don't know where he is, said Lupin. Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. Oh, my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said. I looked sexily at Draco. It's just so terrible. It actually gets worse. With his gothic red eyes with contacts, black t-shirt that said 666 on it. I think if you did like a word cloud of this entire story, I think you could boil it down to about 4 words. One would be MCR, one would be Gerard, one would be depressed, obviously, and then I think the other one would probably be perv, and then maybe slut. God damn this game. This girl is a very strange, messed up individual. Vampire with his sexy black hair and his red eyes, just like Frank Aero, and Satan, who looked just like Brendan Urie. That's the guy from Panic at the Disco, isn't it? They're not exactly the most gothic band in the world, but, you know, whatever. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket. What? She has... Okay, so she's got caramel in her pocket. That's fine. And I began Frenching Draco sexily. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take off all his clothes, and I could see his white six-pack. Then Vampire took his own clothes off too. So what, like, they're torturing this guy, and now they're just like having an... That's fine. Okay, then Vampire took off his clothes too. We all began making out together sexily. I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Everyone took their Glocks out. Except for me, because I'm a girl. Okay, so everyone has a Glock, apart from her. That's cool. Oh my Satan, Draco, I screamed as he put his hardness in my thingy. Then he did the same thing to Vampire. Okay. I began making out with Satan and he joined in. Oh my Satan, cried Vampire. Oh Vampire, Vampire, I screamed. Oh Satan, this is just like a roll call, yelled Harry in pleasure. Lupin watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on him because we were all sadists. Happy days. Suddenly, a big black car that said 666, fucking, you know, surprise, surprise. It said 666 on the license plate, flew straight through the windows, and Snape was in it. He had a tattoo of 666 on his forehead and his arms and his ass. Chapter 43. Author's note. Well, I have nothing to say, but everyone stop... You know, seriously, she's asking people to stop flaming after 43 chapters. You'd have thought she'd have kind of realised how much people hate her by this point. If any gothic people are reading this, then you rock. Oh my god, I still can't wait for the movie. Tom Felton is so hot. I hope Harry will become gothic, because my friend told me he is really emo in this book. Oh my fucking god, I'm leaving pretty soon, can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. I don't know where she was going, but for the record, she never actually returned, so this is the last chapter. Make the most of it. That's my car, shouted Draco angrily. For the record, I think maybe she was murdered. Because I'm assuming she's going on holiday or something. With a bit of luck, the plane she was in crashed. And she died a very slow and painful death. That's my car, shouted Draco angrily. But suddenly it was revealed who was in the car. It was Snape. Snape is driving Draco's car. The plot thickens. I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads, he said cruelly from the car. So he's got to help him kill them while he's all chained up. That's not very practical, is it, Snape? As it flew menacingly. Cars can now fly menacingly. Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way must be killed. That's quite a mouthful. Then the Dark Lord shall never die. You fucking prep, yelled Draco. Then he looked at me sadly. I forgot to tell you, Ebony. Snape made me do it with him. I didn't really have sex with him, but he's a rapist. Amazing. We all put our clothes on quickly, except Satan. We were so scarred. But Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man. With green eyes, no nose, a grey robe and white skin. He had changed into Voldemort. Holy crap. I knew who thou were all along, he cackled evilly and sarcastically at me. Now I shall kill thee all. Thunder came in the room. No, please don't kill us, pleaded Vampire. Suddenly, Willow, Bloody Mary, Diablo, Ginny, Dracula, Fred and George, Hagrid, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Sirius and Lucius all ran in. What is the meaning of this? Dumbledore asked angrily, and Voldemort looked away. Because Dumbledore is the only wizard he is scared of, so he can't look at him. Because he might pull a face. He did a spell and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily. This girl thinks broomsticks can be so... Jesus Christ. Voldemort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick. Oh my goth, Slughorn gasped. Get it? Because I'm gothic? Yeah, these jokes, they never get old. The Dark Lord shall kill all of you. Then you must submit to him. When you're dead. Snape ejaculated. Excellent. Snape ejaculated menacingly. It's good to know. You fucking preppy fags, Sirius shouted angrily. I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus. That makes no sense. Anyway, I don't know why I sound so surprised. None of this has made sense. Screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down. Snape quickly crawled out of it and picked up the video camera. Apparently there's now a video camera. Oh my fucking god, I cried because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me doing it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with... That's the end of the sentence. If you kill me, then these videos will be shown to everyone in the skull. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's skull with a K and a U and a double L. Then you can be just like that preppy girl, Paris Hilton. He laughed meanly. No, I screamed. For your information, I have a picture of you doing it with Lupin. What's she talking about? Lupin said as he sat in the chains. He's still hanging around, chilling. I saw to who she's going to show everyone the picture. Vampire shouted angrily. Shut up, Lumpkin roared. Foolish ignoramuses, yielded Voldemort from his broomstick. He's just still flying around, being Voldemort. Thou shall all die soon, once I let you just carry on talking. Think again, you fucking muggle poser, Vampire yelled. And then he and Diablo and Neville, apparently Neville's now here as well. Yeah. Both took out black guns. Holy crap. But Voldemort took out his own one. You guys are in trouble, I shouted dispiritedly. Accio Neville's wand, cried Voldemort. And suddenly Neville's wand was in his hands. Now I shall kill thee all, and Ebony, you will die. He made lightning come all over the place. Save us, Ebony, Dumbledore cried. I cried sexily as I just wanted to go to the common room and slit my wrists with my friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2. And do it with Draco. But I knew I had to do something more important. That's good. Abracadabra, I shouted. And that, as they say, is the end of that. Thanks to no one, especially not... I don't even remember the name of the person who wrote this thing, but, yeah. That was awful.